The long ball at the Midsummer Classic, a classic all unto itself. 5 sluggers from each league, like Mark McGwire, who can hit him a county mile, will show their stuff here the day before the All-Star game. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Chris Berman, and glad you could join us. There's nothing like the home run ball that makes the fans ooh and ah, makes the hot dog vendors even stop for 60 seconds or 2 minutes. We have 10 of the best sluggers in a year in which, well, we've seen some of the best slugging. Brady Anderson leads the major leagues with 30 home runs. He's here. There are 30 major leaguers who at the All-Star break have 20 or more home runs. So it's fitting that we dig in for the next 2 hours to see who will be the Gillette home run champion in 1996. How do the rules work? Pretty basic. The opening round, we have 5 hitters from each league. Any swing is either a home run or an out. So you can stay up infinitely until you get 10 outs. In the first round, after the first round, the top 4 will advance. You wipe the slate clean in the second round. Again, each hitter gets 10 outs. Any swing that doesn't go out of the park, a monstrous foul ball, a dribbler to the mound, they're all outs. The top 2 after the second round advance, and then the final round, 5 outs per hitter, and then we will learn who our champion is. We've had some great moments here as ESPN has presented it in recent years. Ken Griffey Jr., the first to tattoo the warehouse at Camden Yards. That was in 1993, and all the players in the dugouts gave him a standing O. In 94 at Three Rivers in Pittsburgh, who can forget Frank Thomas, the way upper deck, 521 feet, as the Big Hurt laid a big hurt in that one. In 95, Albert Bell had only 1 out left, but then powdered 6 straight home runs to get his way into the finals. However, in the finals, he came a cropper to the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. Hello once again, everybody, and I'm Chris Berman, and Joe Morgan is with me. And Joe, there's nothing that gets the cockles going like a home run derby. Yes, it is hot, so the ball will carry. You can just look at us and tell that.
Right.
You get a favorite in this thing?
Well, I think you have to look at the guys who have to alter their swings the least to hit the ball out of the ballpark. That brings me to Mark McGwire being my favorite, with Gary Sheffield being the second.
All right, let's go down to a guy who certainly could be the favorite. Well, he's our favorite, Buck Martinez, with one of tonight's favorites.
Barry, you've been in a couple of these home run contests before. Tell us about walking into the batter's cage in front of everybody and having a round of BP. What's that like for you great hitters?
Well, batting practice is okay, but when you have to do the home run hitting contest, I think that's the only time I'm nervous. At anything that I do professionally, I'm nervous. But, I mean, I'm just going to try and survive. I don't hit home runs in batting practice, so it's hard for me. But I'm going to just do my best.
What do you do to change your stroke? Do you do anything thinking about getting more lift in this contest?
Well, just for this contest, but in a normal situation, that's the one thing I try to stay away from in batting practice, and then you just try to drive the ball. See, the good thing about playing the games is you get rewarded if you hit a ball off the wall or you hit a line drive in the gap. But here it's just an out.
What about this ballpark? How's the ball carry here?
Oh, it's going to carry good here in the heat.
Good luck, Barry.
All right, thanks.
All right, Barry and Buck, thank you. A late ad is Joe Carter. Frank Thomas is the bad foot. Sergeant Carter will lead off when we return.
The Gillette Home Run Derby is presented by Gillette Sensor XL and the Gillette Series. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Welcome to Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. It debuted in April of 1971. This is the second All-Star game here. And the 10 sluggers are ready to do battle here in our home run derby. An impressive sight that is. Of course, the Veterans Field, Joe, one of the cookie-cutter ballparks like Cincinnati, like Pittsburgh, like St. Louis that were built in the early 70s. And it's, well, the dimensions are the same down each line. 330 down the line, 371 to straightaway and dead center is 408, and it's hot, and the ball should travel.
Well, but I think this ballpark is different than the ones you mentioned in that the ball travels better here than it does in St. Louis, better than it does in Pittsburgh, and also better than it does in Cincinnati. I think this is probably the best hitting ballpark as far as home run hitters of the cookie cutter
of those
ballparks.
cookie cutters. And if anybody, that sign is in dead center field. If anybody hits above that pinnacle sign, a fan will win $1 million. Now, that would be a poke of the Luzinski Mike Schmidt variety, but we have guys that certainly can do that. By the way, you saw the weather, 90 degrees. I don't think it feels 1 degree over 115, Joe. I'm on my 8th shirt.
Hey, right about there. About high.
Well, this is Joe Carter, who got in to the competition because Frank Thomas with the bad toe.
I'll take one.
Joe was very friendly, booed lustily by Phillies fans who certainly remember his home run, Game 6, Skydome, 9th inning. Blue Jays win the 93 World Series. So the fans here in Philadelphia never shied a boo. Certainly let Joe remember.
They're probably thinking, why didn't he do this on that last at bat?
right.
He's popped the first 2 up.
Gives this one a ride to center, but it will fall way short. Remember, every swing in a non-home run is an out. Doesn't matter if it went foul 500 feet. Doesn't matter if it's a Baltimore chop off the plate. And there's the Joe wants Mitch cheer that Joe heard. Boy, they're tough to Mitch Williams here.
They are, and Mitch is back.
Mitch is coming back. So 5 outs and yet a home run for Joe Carter, who just found out a short while ago he was in it. This one has a chance, but no, it's not even warning track power, barely.
That's hit.
That's hit to center field. Back it goes. Almost. The last thing these guys want to do is not hit a home run, as Mike Piazza did twice.
2 years in a row we saw that from Mike. In fact, Mike Piazza probably declined the offer this year to participate.
That one's ripped. Will it stay fair? No. Foul ball. So the Philly fans are loving this. They're getting their revenge on Joe Carter. They're cheering to retire him over.
About 3 years too late.
That's a good comment. There you
There
go.
it goes. The first one. Back. Gone. I wanted to get one on the boards myself.
I got you. You'll have plenty of opportunities.
2
before the
hours
day's
worth of
over.
backs.
Yeah.
I almost shuddered at thinking.
That's it.
This one has a chance. This is way back in left center. Gone. So maybe this is the bottom of the 9th for Joe. Well, that's it. But he does put a 2 spot on the board. So Joe Carter close to a 0, but then gave a couple of ride. And you know what? The Philly fans forgive the game.
Oh, yeah. You know, Joe Carter hit his 20th home run on Sunday, and that means he's hit 20 home runs or more for 11 consecutive years.
It's tough out there going first, man.
It is tough being a leadoff hitter, Joe. Something that Joe is not exactly used to, being a leadoff hitter. On ESPN2 tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, the AAA All-Star Game. Turn to ESPN2 to see baseball stars of tomorrow. So you definitely want to watch this because some of the names that you'll hear from in late July and August and certainly September will be front and center in this. Let's go down to Buck Martinez, who's with Joe Carter. Tell
Thanks,
him off,
Chris.
Buck.
Well, Joe, these fans are still tough on you. They got a long memory, don't they?
Yeah, they do, Buck. I mean, I finally hit one foul, and they cheered, but I tell them it was about 3 years too late. But I tell you what, it's tough up there. I'm not a home run hitter in BP, only in the games.
Well, you're not a leadoff hitter either. A little nervous up there?
Yeah, I know. I mean, all these fans here, you got all the both teams here, and you're sitting there going, they call me first. I'm like, oh, my God, not first. You know, I can go second or third, but to go out there and set the standard, I guess I got 2, so it's going to last probably about 3 swings.
All right, let's go back to Chris Berman.
All right, Buck, and thanks, Joe. Joe, certainly Joe Carter, always one of the more ebullient players, always in a good mood.
Great personality.
This young man at the plate, Ellis Burks, with a little different personality, but just as nice a fella. Ellis with the Colorado Rockies has 22 home runs this year, and that already is a career best. His career best was 21 with the Red Sox in 1990.
Well, the difference between the two, Joe is a little more outgoing. Ellis is quieter. Ellis said that he was going to try to go to right center field because the ball travels better that way, and you can see him taking a shot that way.
Oh, go!
But you can't get jammed, Ellis.
So
How many outs is that?
3 outs for Ellis.
Damn. Here we go.
And this is fun for all the other All-Stars watching these guys, isn't it, Joe?
Yes, it's fun, but remember one thing, when this is your first All-Star home run hitting contest, the first thing you want to do is make sure you don't get shut out. As we talked about Mike Piazza, happened to him 2 years in a row. So a lot of these guys are really nervous at the beginning.
That ain't gonna go.
Almost. A one-hopper is good in the games, not in this.
But you can see he's definitely taking aim towards right field, and that's unusual for a guy that's in a home run hitting contest.
Who was it last year that sent a bunch of them out there? This one is slugged. Back, 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 back. Gone, and Ellis Burks is on the board. Ellis in its 10th season. I think sometimes you fall into good teams, but other times I think you have a bit to do with it. I mean, already he's been to the postseason 4 times with 3 different teams. So it has a chance. Oh, missed it by that much.
Maybe they think maybe we should start counting off the walls to break the ties.
Right. Well, doesn't matter if it's out of play or in play. It's an out as we score it. It's a scorcher here in Philadelphia. So you would think if you get it, the ball will travel.
Actually, some scientists had information to prove that the ball actually does not travel better when it's humid. Yeah, it's really weird. It said the ball does not travel any better. We all think it does, but I think the players believe that because you're looser, you feel better, and you swing harder.
Damn.
Well, for Ellis Burks, only one, and everyone will say, well, it's not the rarefied air of Coors Field in Denver, but it's tough to get him out of there. Carter had 2, Burks has 1. Jay Buhner next. We are back at Vet Stadium in Philadelphia, and there's our scoreboard, but of course we have 5 for each league. And then the top 4, regardless of league, will go on to the second round. Everybody gets 10 outs in the first and the second round. Auto racing fans, don't forget to tune to ESPN2 weeknights at 7 Eastern, 4 in the Pacific, 1 in Hawaii for RPM tonight. Television's first daily program devoted exclusively to the world of racing. RPM tonight, weeknights at 7 Eastern on ESPN2. Here's a guy who can draft some balls. Jay Ferris Buhner. No day off for him. Following up his 95 season in which he hit 40 home runs and set a Mariner record with RBIs with a 121. Buhner with 23, and this is his first All-Star game. It's taken him a long time to get here, and I have a feeling he'll be here again, Joe, with the way he hits and the way he plays defense.
Well, he is definitely a slugger of the highest order here. I mean, he drives the ball to right center field, and he plays in the perfect ballpark for him.
He's going to right center field. Will this one have the legs? Back, 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 back. Almost. Well, the way the fielder was looking up at the ball, I thought that was going to go. I got to get used to this park myself, Joe. Don't want to waste those backs. There's a quota on those.
Hey, no. You got a few of them. I won't charge you for it.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
Okay. Oh, there's no question about this. This, you can go back, 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 back. Second deck. Off the hands of a fan in the luxury box. Oh! Tattooed to left. Gone. I only had time for 2 backs, and that was a back gone. Yeah, he may play in the Kingdome, but, I mean, that's not why he had 40 home runs last year, Joe.
He hits him a lot of places. He is
gone. Ole for number 3 for Buhner. So here's a guy in his first All-Star home run competition. He's not worried about it.
Wait.
It's got to go.
Buhner has a natural swing. He doesn't have to change anything. He has an automatic lift in his swing.
Like the music they're playing here was Alzo's Brach Zarathustra, better known as the theme from 2001.
Score.
Oh, a line shot that's gone.
I told you this was a good hitting ballpark.
So Buhner with 4. Can this one have the mustard to center field? Oh, man, a double dog.
I think he fouled one off of his foot there.
All right.
Starts with that open stance, not quite like Galarraga, but closes it in a hurry, doesn't he? Fans here becoming Jay Buhner fans. He really is liked wherever he goes in the American League. The fans like it. The youngsters like the buzz cut, his whole attitude, the glasses, the power, of course, the way he can throw from the right field wall.
Well, you're not going to mistake him for anyone else. I mean, you look at it, take his hat off.
That's true.
That's a perfect shot right there.
Yeah. Of course, the opening round is the only time we'll have league competition. It's AL leading 7-1. And they've won the last 5 years.
You said it was hot out there, but he has a sweat jacket on.
He's tough. He and Mo Vaughn wear the jackets to 100 degrees, I think. Jeff Bagwell waiting for his turn for the National League. You're going to see a pattern developing here when the American League guys come to the plate. Well, I can't say all of them now with Frank Thomas sideline. But, I mean, Jay Buhner's a big guy. Mark McGwire is a real big guy.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the National League hitters, Bagwell, Rodriguez, even Barry Bonds, not that big.
It's got a shot.
Can this go out to right field, opposite way? Gone. 6 home runs with 1 out left. Oh, does this stay fair? Just foul into the 3rd tier. But Jay Buhner with a 6-pack. Let's join Buck Martinez with Jay. Buck?
Jay, the ball seems to be jumping a bit today, huh?
I never got a chance to get any sleep, so I didn't get a chance to get tight. So, yeah, it's if you can't get loose out here, you'll never get loose. It's plenty humid.
What about the sign in center field? You weren't that far away from that $1 million sign.
Well, I think we got another round, don't we, or so, hopefully, and we'll see what happens. That was to get myself loose, and it's good to get the first swing, get one out right away, and I think that was the biggest key for me.
Good first round.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Chris Berman now.
All right, Buck, thank you. When we return, Jeff Bagwell and the rest will be shooting at Jay Buhner's 6th spot. We're back at a steamy Vet Stadium in Philadelphia where Jay Buhner steamed his 6th spot to all parts of the ballpark, and now Jeff Bagwell will be the next batter. The American League leads at 8-1, but I just think in the history of the Home Run Derby, a very storied history that it is, Joe. It actually started this thing in 85 in this form. We've had some great years in the American League. You can see is pretty much what they got bigger guys. I mean, here's one of the most prolific hitters in the National League, if not the most. And I mean, Jeff Bagwell's he's 6 feet, 195, but he packs a punch literally from Killingworth, Connecticut.
The American League players are built for 3-run homers. The American League ballparks. National League players are a little more streamlined because most of them are good players as well, and they run the bases and they do a few more things than the American League players do.
Well, when the Astros made a trade at the end of the August in 1990 and sent Larry Anderson to Boston for a Double-A player who had 4 home runs with the New Britain Red Sox, they were hoping he'd turn into something. Andy, a good relief pitcher, helped the Red Sox get to the postseason that year where they lost to Oakland in the ALCS. The young player that they got was Jeff Bagwell. I think Houston made a pretty good trade, Joe.
No doubt about it, but no one ever figured he was hit for the power that he has hit. Most people felt like he would lead the league in hitting. They thought he would have a high average, but not the RBIs and the home run power that he has shown.
He's been oft injured because he stands so close to the plate. He's injured that hand bone.
Got to get the head out.
3 straight years.
He's got a glove that he wears to protect his hand now.
There you go.
Well, there's nothing going to protect that one, Joe. It's an upper-decker. Jeff Brown Paper Bagwell, number 1 from his teammate Craig Biggio. Here we go. Rip, will this have enough legs? Ball had hair on it, but it's not a home run. Oh, Bagwell competed a couple of years ago, had 3 in the Three Rivers game. Just missed that one. So only 1 home run with just 4 outs to go. The homer 416 feet, by the way. The longest, Joe Carter had the longest thus far, 433. Buhners were 426 and 423. Well, Buhners, the dead center down the portal, seemed farther than that. 3 outs to go. You hear the PA voice, longtime Philadelphia voice, Harry Kalas. That one is gone. 2 homers for Jeff Brown Paper Bagwell. I know you like the way he plays, Joe. I would imagine you would.
I like the way he plays. I like his attitude. He's a great player. I mean, he's developing and he's getting better all the time. But he is a real, true RBI man. I think that's what separates him from a lot of the other players. They're just sluggers, but he is an RBI man.
Had 116 in the strike short year. He was hurt at that point anyway. We're in the National League RBI Championship and MVP that year. Tattooed the bottom of the wall. So for Bagwell, just a pair.
Well, he did hit 2, and this one was his longest. I mean, this one went into the upper deck. That's the Bagwell that we're used to seeing, getting the barrel out and opening his hips and driving through the ball. And I mean, this one had a lot of loft on it. That's the big fly.
We've seen the first 4. We've got 6 more sluggers. When we return to the vet, who will move on to round number 2?
There's that picture.
We're back at the vet. 8 home runs for the American League, 3 home runs for the National League. Chris Berman, Joe Morgan, Buck Martinez. And our aerial shots today provided by the Bud 1 airship. I've actually been up in that thing, Joe.
You have?
Yes, I have. Not driving it.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you weren't driving.
And there's our director, Mark Payton, with a good view from the outfield with his ever-present butterfly net. And here's a young man, I don't know if he has butterflies. Greg Vaughn coming off a couple of injury-laden seasons. And what a year he's had for the Brewers, who just produced run after run after run. The other Vaughn, Greg Vaughn, who has 24 home runs at the break. We're up in Sacramento. Played ball at University of Miami, number 1 pick for the Brewers in 86. Rotator cuff injury, and he just he's been quiet. He hasn't complained about the injury, and he's come back in a big way to make the All-Star team.
And he's playing on a good offensive ball club. The Brewers have a good offensive team. They score a lot of runs.
So Vaughn trying to find a groove.
Oh.
Let's go down to Buck Martinez with some Tampa guys.
I know I got to hit it that way.
Freddie, you're laughing at Greg Vaughn out there. What's going on? You know this is tough.
It's very tough, but it's amazing that these guys are fouling off pitches back and getting jammed and so forth. I'm having a great time. This is very tough. I'm trying to get Sheffield right because he's representing Tampa, and you got to go there and put a good show. But I keep telling him that he can't go wrong because Ellis hit 1 and Bagwell hit 2. So Sheffield can't go wrong.
Good advice, Gary?
Yes, very good advice. Keep your shoulder in, think center field, and you'll hit it out in left field.
All right, let's go back upstairs.
All right, Buck, thank you. Boy, it's hard to imagine Fred McGriff not in this thing. I mean,
you're right.
The crime dog when you think of home runs. As Greg Vaughn hits this to center field. Just a word on Fred McGriff. He's one of 4 guys this year who hit their 300th lifetime home run. So our congratulations certainly to the crime dog. You'll see 2 others, Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire. Gary Gaetti also did it. I also want to say this. When I think of All-Star Game, as there's Barry looking on, to me, one of the most memorable moments in recent history, post-bench Fosse All-Star, was McGriff's home run 2 years ago off Lee Smith.
Yes.
Except because the strike came the next month. Nobody talks about that. It was the 94 All-Star.
But you're right. That was a very dramatic home run. and it's the stuff that all-star legends are made of, like Reggie Jackson hitting the ball on the roof in Detroit in '71.
Greg Vaughn gives this a ride, but warning track power. Poor Greg, he had his shot, and it's tough getting loosened up, and obviously Greg couldn't get off the schneid. There'll be better days for him, maybe tomorrow night. When we return, some Bay Area players who can pack them. Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire. You want to stick around for that. Back at the vet, Chris Berman, Joe Morgan, Buck Martinez. We are halfway through round number 1. The top 4, no matter what league you're in advance. So Jay Buhner certainly in good shape. Barry Bonds coming up next. Our next Sunday night game of the week. The rivalry get any better than this? The Dodgers and the Giants. The Giants seem to pick it up, play somebody other than San Diego. They're going to start with 4 games with the Dodgers. And Mike Piazza, boy, what a season he is putting together for the Dodgers. That's 8 Eastern, 5 on the West Coast. Our Sunday night game of the week. Is that Thorny with you, that one, Joe?
Yeah, Gary Thorne's going to be there.
And Barry Bonds is going to be there.
And Mike Piazza's going to be there. Eric Carroll's. Matt Williams is not going to be here, but he'll be there next Sunday.
Well, here is Barry Bonds, and there's some big-name guys that aren't in this for various reasons. Barry gets a bad rap, and he says, I want to do it, although I had their game this week. He says, I don't really like home run contests. It's hard for me to get going, but I'm anxious to play it.
And not only that, he's anxious to play in the All-Star game itself, and there are a lot of other players who are not.
In defense of Frank Thomas, he would have loved to be in it. He's not even sure he can play in the game. So, I'm not saying a legitimate injury, but people jump on Barry Bonds' case the way he just jumped on that pitch. God! Well, let's say this. Barry, one of those 4 that hit the 300 mark this year. He's only the 4th player to have 300 homers and 300 stolen bases. His dad, Willie Mays, and the Hawk, Andre Dawson. And he is very serious, as I spent some time with him this week, Joe. Very serious about making a run at 500 home runs. That's a long way off.
Barry's one of the few players that does have a sense of history, though, that he knows what he wants to accomplish. He knows what numbers he wants to end up with.
Gets under this one. Back it goes to right. Back. Oh, just missed. It was a moon ball. But you're right. A lot of players in this day and age with the money don't think about playing that long.
Exactly.
He told me 2 different occasions, if I want to be around to get 500 homers. He also has a shot at 40-40 this year. He's already halfway home. And this is a bad year for him, by the way.
Yeah, and I tell you one other thing he wants. He wants that 4th MVP award.
Now the Giants got to get going for him to get consideration on that. 3 MVPs in a 4-year span. This to center field and just misses. His home run went 422 feet, but we have 6 outs here. 7 outs. Barry needs to get his lead going here. Yeah, take a few pitches in this thing.
Well, I think you should.
Jay Buhner with 6.
If you get into a rut of popping up or grounding out, you should start and take a couple of pitches. You're right.
Well, just missed that one. That'll be out number 8.
Well, the reason I believe Mark McGwire should be the favorite, along with Sheffield and of course, Jay Buhner.
Oh, that's close.
That one looks like it's gone, Joe. Yes, sir. Number 2 for Barry Bonds. Go ahead.
But Barry, and like some of the other guys, have to change their swings to elevate and hit the ball out of the ballpark. Not only that, he just broke his bat on a home run. Maybe these balls are juiced. You know what I mean?
That's unbelievable.
It is.
You know what? I look at Barry, and he chokes. It doesn't look like there's that much bat area to get on the ball. He chokes up like Matty Alou used to do, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, but I think everyone should choke up. The greatest hitter who ever lived, Ted Williams, choked up on the bat. So I don't see where that's a problem.
This one is slugged down the line. Does it stay fair? Back. Home run! 3 for Barry Bonds. And that ought to put him in, not great shape, but now he's ahead of everybody but Buhner for the next round. This is a line shot to right center field. God! Well, that kept going. Over the Whiz Kids side.
Barry is more of a line drive home run hitter anyway rather than a high fly ball hitter.
So see now he's taking a couple pitches and it slowed him down, Joe.
Little heads up.
He says he doesn't do well, but in Baltimore 3 years ago he had 5. And here he is with 4. That's it, but not until Barry puts up a 4th spot, and one in which he broke his back.
Well, Barry is currently at second position. This was his longest. It looked like it might hook foul, but he got enough extension on it, just kept it right there, and it hits well up on the second deck.
422 and 417, his longest. Well, the word longest and Mark McGwire, they're synonymous. We'll see if he lets the big dog eat when we return. Back at the vet in Philadelphia, Barry Bonds' 4 home runs has pulled the National League to within 1, with 2 batters left for each, and may have put him into the next round. Mark McGwire, 92. What he did in San Diego at the Murph, he just distanced everybody. These are 12 home runs, Joe, and you know, none of these were just bleeders over the fence.
Well, I don't think he can hit a bleeder. Mark McGwire, I mean, his swing is built for hitting home runs. He has a perfect lift on his swing, uppercut, and he can really drive the ball. Plus he's very strong.
Mark McGwire, despite missing a bunch of games this year, including the 68s played in Las Vegas, where I could go deep. You know, McGwire has 28 home runs, and he's on a pace this year. Oh, it didn't go.
Didn't get it up enough. Just a line drive.
That's unusual for him. Not that he doesn't hit line drives.
No,
he usually hits
yeah,
huge moon balls, as we call it. But he's on a pace this year, Joe, to have the best home run per at-bat ratio in the history of the game. It's under 8. It's 7.4 going into the last weekend, so I don't know what the final total is. And last year he hit it out every 8.1 at-bat, which was the best single season ever. Just misses again. So McGwire with 3 quick outs. Oh! That's in out of the yard.
Well, that's the longest so far.
Yes.
That's the 3rd deck.
We can hit him.
459 feet, the last one, Joe. When he came up in 1987, had 33 home runs at the break and won the Rookie of the Year, ended up with 49. The All-Star game was in Oakland. It was a storybook season for him. And we started calling him Mark Eve of Destruction McGwire. Now, that's a real reach in my nickname department. But A, it's what he does with the balls.
That's it.
Like that. This is hit a mile. Back. This is... Oh! Just missed the sign.
$1 million sign out there in center field.
What I was going to say is Mark Eve of Destruction McGwire. That was a big song for the 60s by Barry McGwire. And he said he was born that year. I went, oh, guess you don't know the song, but that's what you do to the ball. So he liked it.
I'll accept that.
All right. He likes it, we like it. Eve of Destruction. Looks like he just missed that.
How many outs? How many outs is that?
McGwire with 3 home runs and 6 outs. Jay Buhner, your leader in the clubhouse, with 6. But he had an early tea time.
Yeah, he did.
The leaders are still on the course, Joe. Oh! God! Another upper decker.
Ooh, heads up.
3 more rounds to go.
3 more for Mark McGwire. The longest one ever hit, and we'll show you some of these later, was Pop Stargell in this park, estimated at 488. That's in right field. McGwire's home runs, 460, 459, and 440. What we're trying to tell you is not only are they out of this park, they'd be out of Yellowstone Park. Missed that one.
Until, this season, Oakland was not a home run hitter's ballpark. They just, because of the construction, the ball carries better there now. It blocks some of the wind, but he's been hitting all these home runs in Oakland in a poor home run hitter's ballpark the last few years.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that tour and last week in the Hotel California, but I will say that the construction workers stop everything when you come to the plate. So Mark McGwire with 4 home runs. So the Bay Area is a standoff. Bonds and McGwire 4 each. And are we going down to Buck? That's all right. Let's look at this, Joe. Look at these tattoo marks.
Well, this one, the pinnacle sign straightaway center field where Greg Luzinski hit it. If Mark hits it, he would win someone $1 million. He's about 15 feet short there. And this is the one he hit in the upper deck. This one went into the 3rd deck in left field.
Mark McGwire putting on a long-distance show. Brady Anderson and Henry Rodriguez, Gary Sheffield coming up. We are back at the Vet in Philadelphia, where Jay Buhner has already clinched a spot in the next round. Only 3 hitters left: Henry Rodriguez, Brady Anderson, and Gary Sheffield. And afterwards, the All-Star Celebrity Softball. That's about 10:30 Eastern Time. Bill Cosby, Rob Schneider, lead teams featuring celebrities. Meatloaf was on the hill in that game.
The Loaf?
The Loaf was on the hill. So were some former major leaguers like Jim Palmer, and he was playing too, and Keith Hernandez. So it's a mix of baseball, etc. That's coming up next. And if you were to take an unlikely A All-Star, B participant in the Home Run Derby, maybe one of the most unlikeliest All-Stars from looking at the rosters in March, Joe, would be this man,
yes,
Henry Rodriguez from the Montreal Expo.
Yes, I mean, no one gave him a chance to be in the All-Star game, let alone they hit as many home runs as he's hit so far this year.
But look at this. One swing. Oh, a second deck job.
Somebody threw an old Henry out there. One of his teammates. Oh, that's okay. Getting lost.
Well, he has 25 home runs this year, and he only had 21 in his career going into the season. That one was 437 feet, by the way. He was one of the many players traded for Roberto Kelly. This one, it's foul. Expos got him from the Dodgers in May of last year. Roberto Kelly and Joey Eishen. And he's become a hero in Montreal. They love him. Showering the field with the O'Henry bars.
A little bit more.
You know, the Expos, must be something about the French cooking up there, because they just, whether they're unknown players or youngsters out of the farm system, that one just missed, they again are contenders.
Well, I tell you what, you have to give all the credit to Philippe Alou. I mean, he knows how to handle young players and inexperienced players. And I mean, he's proven that, and they continue to play well, even though they change rosters every couple of years.
And how about the train coming through the farm system, coming up from Double-A through Ottawa, Harrisburg and Ottawa? I mean, that's been some of the best runs to the major league in the last 8 to 10 years, I would say, even though a lot of players don't stay there. Henry Rodriguez back. Will it stay? Loin, un circuit.
Ooh.
We can do back in French. 2 homers for Henry. That one was 406. This one will miss. Let's go down to Buck Martinez.
Barry, you were the one with the O'Henry bar. You've seen this guy get hot. You waiting for one of those hot streaks?
Oh yeah, he can hit him, with frequency, and that's what we're waiting on here. Now we're down a couple of home runs, so we need to pick it up a little bit right here.
Well, he's the guy you got to look to, don't you? If the National League's going to get back in this thing.
Well, you know, we got I think we got Sheffield still sitting over there. So we still got a little thrust for these American leaguers. You know, they think they got this one, but not by any stretch of the imagination.
All right, let's go back to Chris.
All right, Buck, thank you. That, of course, Barry Larkin, the fine player of the Cincinnati Reds shortstop, and now, you know, with Ozzie retiring, of course, he starts, but that will be his position for years in the All-Star game. Here's the scoreboard, 12-9. 7 outs for Monsieur Rodriguez. And joining us in the booth, a friend who learned to speak a little French, standing by, Gary Carter, the receveur.
A little melted, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Needs to eat those O. Henry bars like Popeye eats spinach. Maybe that's it. Pedro Martinez has brought out the O. Henry bar. See?
Oh, it's gone now.
Right there.
Henry from the Dominican Republic, 6'1", 205. Came over to Montreal last year, Joe. And
Maybe it works.
this one is gone. The O. Henry bar is the sauce. Home run numero 3, his third homer. Kenny's going to start eating him and become a 50 home run guy, right?
Buy it, throw the field.
Oh, boy.
Under that one. Two outs left for Henry Rodriguez. You want to think about getting to 4. Only 4 guys advance. Buhner is in, but remember McGuire and Bonds have 4. Henry with 3. Just missed that one. Had a good rip at it. Almost. Boy, that went farther than I thought. Henry Rodriguez with 3 homers might get him in.
You're right.
Can do, man.
Well, this is one of his long home runs. I mean, he hit 3, and this one comes right after he eats a little bit of the old Henry bar. Gets a little extra energy right into the second deck. There is his teammate Pedro Martinez and his reaction.
When we return, the Gary Sheffield and Brady Anderson, who leads everyone with 30 home runs. Jay Buhner is in the next round, and so is Mark McGuire. He wins in a tiebreak. We'll explain that later. He knows he's moving on. Barry Bonds has a good chance, and we'll see what Brady Anderson and Gary Sheffield can do. Join us on the links Thursday at 4 Eastern. First round coverage of the Ford Senior Players Championship. Defending champ J.C. Sneed leads a big field, including Jack Nicklaus, Jim Colbert, and Dave Stockton, who won this past week. Then Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, the first round coverage of the Michelob Championship, followed by second round coverage of the seniors later that afternoon. You know what? I got to think that was.
You let me know, man.
I got to think that the Michelob Championship is the second round, too. You see, if I just do them rather than read what's handed to me, we're safe. At any rate, the pro golfers are in Kingsmill, Virginia this week, the week before the British Open, which we'll have on ESPN also. Enjoy the golf. I always do. You always do.
You're right.
Just watch it. Where were we? Oh, yes.
Brady Anderson.
The longest sideburns in the league, also has the most home runs in the league. Brady Anderson, who hit number 30 last night. And, Joe, I want to get into a point you made during the telecast just to prove that I do watch.
Okay.
Let it go. Back. Oh, it just missed. Brady originally came up with the Red Sox and was traded over to Baltimore in '88. Another one of those, we need a pitcher to get us to the pennant, which Mike Boddicker did help him do. Young Brady Anderson went to Baltimore. Now, he wasn't a 30 or 40 or 50 home run hitter every year, but he set stolen base records in consecutive stolen bases.
Plus, he's a good defensive outfielder.
Yes. Plays with hustle all the time. Good guy to have around. Funny. But here's the point you made on the line drive that just misses. They pitched to Brady Anderson in a situation last night, even though he's the leading home run hitter in the majors. It's as if people still aren't convinced. And before they wake up, he might have 50 home runs.
Well, I think that works in his favor because I definitely believe that they underestimate what he has done so far.
Gone. No underestimating that. Cal's seen it all year, but don't you agree? I mean, he's...
Oh, no doubt. I mean, he can sneak up on them because they're still going to pitch to him in situations where they wouldn't pitch to, say, Barry Bonds or
even on his team, Palmeiro.
Or Palmeiro. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, they walked Palmeiro last night in situations where they should have pitched to him probably, but you know, they pitched to Brady Anderson and he made them pay.
Brady does take his hacks. Most home runs he had was first year at Camden Yards, 21 in 1992. So this, the 30 home runs, a career best. Well, he had 72 going into the season. Sends it back, gone. Tattoos the out-of-town scoreboard. Jay Buhner, who led everybody with 6 in the first round, but Brady's still swinging. Does this go way back in right center? Gone. See again. You don't think, oh, it's not Mark McGwire hitting. It's not going to go. Henry Rodriguez on the bubble. He had 3. Good look at Brady, like a. Oh, it's right here, Joe.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Dive would have had it.
Yeah, you're right.
look at Brady. He's breathing like Secretariat in the stables. Rip. Let's go down to Buck Martinez with someone who has seen Brady's heroics all year. Buck?
Cal, what'd you tell Brady about this contest? You had a lot of luck in Toronto hitting home runs.
I stayed out of this one. I didn't offer him any advice. It seems like he's using the same kind of strategy, though. He's taking a lot of pitches and trying to be in control of his contest and not let the crowd kind of affect him just to keep swinging.
Looks to me like he's got a bigger bat than normal.
I tell you what, he's hit 30 home runs in the first half, and I'm in his batting practice group as well, and he hits home runs every single day. I think he's just in one of those home run grooves. And in this contest, if you get into one, you can put 6 or 7 in a row out.
Well, you should know. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
All right, Chris.
All right, Cal and Buck. Home run number 4 for Brady Anderson, so now Henry Rodriguez knows he won't move on. Cal, remember the show he put on at the Sky Dome? He had 12 out that year, and then was the MVP of the game, too, right, that year? I mean, he really, like McGwire in San Diego when he had 12 in 92. Oh, look at a man named Brady. Back. God.
2 more outs.
That was a McGwire type arc. That one will be foul. A long way, but foul. One swing left. Brady with 5. Does this have the leg? Oh! Tattoos the wall. But Brady, as he should with 30 at the break, 5 here. He's moving on to the second round. A lot of Oriole fans who made the drive up to Vet Stadium to give him the hand. So he's a home run hitter.
Well, it's only natural that a guy's leading the league in major leagues in home runs should be in the final of this contest. I mean, he drills this one down the line. That's more of a Brady Anderson type home run. He's not going to hit a lot of them to straightaway center field like McGwire and some of the other players. He has to pull the ball to hit it out.
Let's go down to Buck Martinez, who's with Brady. Buck?
Brady. Well, Brady, the only sub-200-pounder in this contest, it looked like you got in a groove at the end.
You know, that might be the most nervous I've ever been in a batter's box ever. You know, my legs were shaking. I was trying to just relax, which is really hard to do. It's easy to overswing, but you know, I just missed about 3, so I felt I did pretty good.
All right, thanks, Brady.
I just wanted to not embarrass myself. That was my big goal.
Well, he hardly embarrassed himself. 5 home runs. He's moving on. Will Gary Sheffield join this group and knock one out? in the next round. Here's where we stand with just Gary Sheffield waiting to hit in the opening round of the Gillette Home Run Derby. Chris Berman, Joe Morgan, Buck Martinez. Glad you could join us here in what's become a tradition here at ESPN. The night before the All-Star game went all through the house. Not a creature was stirring. Gary Sheffield hopes to stir him up a little bit. Needs 4 to advance.
Well, Mark McGwire was my favorite in this contest, and
we really went out on a limb with that.
Yeah, I did. You're right. I stuck my neck out, but I still figured that he had a chance.
Well, McGwire also has the 3 longest ones, 460, 459, and 440.
This was my second choice now.
Gary's an interesting hitter, and he's been since he's been a Brewer and a Padre and a Marlin. At 33 home runs once in 92 with the Padres when he won the batting title at 330, then was traded the next year. Not often you trade a batting champ the next season, but they did. And Sheffield with 25 home runs, but he can hit for average and for power, obviously.
Well, he's got the quickest bat of all the hitters in this contest. That's really why I like him. I mean, his bat is quick and he's strong.
Slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit.
Slow it down a little bit, will you?
Slow it down. Give me a changeup.
From our trivia department.
1 ball.
Sheffield was traded as a batting champ. It's happened 6 times. You remember the last time a batting champ was traded the next season? It's tough, but it was back in your heyday.
Matty Alou.
That could have been. Madlock, Bill Madlock won one with the Cubs and was traded to the Giants for Bobby Mercer. That's from our trivia department.
Right.
Well, if the National League's going to win this thing and break the AL's 5-year skiing, Sheffield has to hit 7. That'll just get him a tie. He already is halfway to 10 outs without a home run.
Oh. Got to make sure I get 1.
Says he's got to get 1. Well, that's true. If you get the first one quickly, as most of the guys that hit the most, they got 1 right away, and then they were able to relax. Pressure builds up if you make 4 or 5 outs before you hit a home run.
This one will be close, but not quite.
Oh.
8 outs now for Gary Sheffield, who's hitting cleanup. Well, if you want to call cleanup 5th in this case.
But he's really pressing now, you can see. Yeah, trying to lift everything. But that's what happens. That's why Brady Anderson said he was so nervous. He did not want to be in Gary Sheffield's shoes. Or Mike Piazza's.
Yes, Mike over
Mike's
2
always
years.
going to be a legend in this contest.
Yeah, but 1 year he'll come in it and tattoo about 8. Well, nothing doing for Gary Sheffield. And let's go quickly down to Buck Martinez as he hustles over to talk with Gary. It was pressing, I guess, Buck.
Gary, it's a little more nerve-wracking in that batter's box than one might expect.
Yeah, it's hard, it's harder than it looked, but this is a tough ballpark, but these guys big and strong, you're just looking to get 1 to get that pressure off.
Joe and Chris were talking about getting 1 early in at bat, and then halfway through it looked like you started to press a little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to muscle up, and when you muscle up, your swing is slower, and you don't use too much power that way.
All right, Gary, thanks for your time.
All right.
Let's go back upstairs to Chris and Joe.
All right, Buck, thank you. Well, Mark McGwire hit the 3 longest home runs in his 4 and put him into the second round. So the 2 guys that got to 300 this year in the competition, McGwire and Bonds, are moving on. The major league leader in home run, Brady Anderson, 30, is moving on. And Jay Buhner led after round 1. Good! There it goes! Goodbye! Oh my goodness! He's done it again! Yes, deep to right field. It's gone! It's gone! Well, as Warren Zevon once sang, he was an excitable boy, they all said. An exciting first round, Jay Buhner, Brady Anderson, Mark McGwire, and Barry Bonds are moving on to round number 2. We're moving on after this at about 10:25 Eastern for our celebrity softball game here at the Vet. Then Sports Center begins about 5 minutes earlier. 11:25 Eastern, 8:25 on the West Coast. And all these beautiful aerial shots here of the Vet provided by our friends at the Bud 1 Airship, and we thank them very, very large. And we wipe the slate clean and we start anew. The 3 longest home runs in the first round hit by this man, Mark Eve of Destruction McGwire.
Well, I'm still going to pick him as my favorite, but do I get another choice? We're down to 4 guys. I'm going to choose Mark McGwire with Brady Anderson as a close second.
I like it. Short armor. And there's Brady looking at nose throwing now. A name might be familiar. There are 4 batting practice pitchers. That's Dave Cash, who, as you know, Joe, is a fine second baseman for the Phillies, Pirates, etc.
Yeah, but the first thing Mark McGwire yelled at him was a short armor. That means, he doesn't extend his arm. It's tougher to see the ball.
Oh! He extended his arms on that
one. Yes,
he did. Dave Cash, we always used to think of him as as McGwire sends it to center with a little bit of juice, sends it back. Looks like he missed it, Joe.
Yeah, he did miss it.
420.
Well, that's why it helped to be 230 pounds.
I think of Dave Cash on the all-money team with Don Money and Bobby Bonds and Wes Stock. And remember those guys back then?
Yeah.
We had fun doing that.
3 outs.
Let's go down to Buck Martinez with Barry Bonds, who's chomping at the bit. Buck?
Barry, you had to change bats in the first round. Now you're down to a new bat. Whose bat you going to use this time?
Derek Bell's. Yeah, Derek Bell's bat, looks like. Because I only brought 1 bat, and I don't want to break it. I got to play use it in the game.
What kind of pace is McGwire putting up here for you?
Is it a pair? I'm surprised, though, because Mark McGwire is really good, especially if he gets a second round. That's when he really dominates. But I'm really surprised that he hasn't just taken over. Well, he's getting ready to. Yeah. The ball goes off the wall. That's embarrassing. Well, look at his arm, as big as my thigh. Yes, looks like he's pissed.
All right, Barry, thanks. Let's go upstairs to Chris and Joe.
I think you get 10. You still get 10.
All right, Buck and Barry throw up. He doesn't get a chance to see McGwire hit, although they do in spring training some.
Yeah, but the comment he made about he's getting ready to take over.
Last home run was 450, Joe, so he's at 460, 459, 450, and 440. And yes, and he missed that too. He missed it. And it's gone.
Well, that's what Barry Bonds says. He can get jammed and hit it out. He can hit it off the end of the bat and it'll still go out.
Right now, 5, 6, 5.
This one will not have the distance. Remember, we wiped the slate clean, but you still get the 10 outs in the second round. The best 2 of these 4 will advance to the championship round.
Actually, I think he's starting to get tired a little bit, and that's going to be a factor in the finals because it is very hot and humid here, and you start taking 60 or 70 swings, and you do get tired.
Back. God! 6 home runs, 10 in all for Mark McGwire. Oh, same spot. I think the same fan will get 2 balls.
Well, Barry Bonds predicted he was going to take over, and he has done that. Maybe I don't need to pick a second guy, right?
No, I think you have your first and
just
second
stay
guy.
with him, huh?
I didn't say anything because, I totally agree. He's in that groove last year and this year.
Yeah.
Now, think if he had those 6 games at Vegas that they missed, or that he missed when the A's played. He missed, 23 games?
Well, and that hurt. You got to remember, that hurts his timing, missing those games. They took it, so he's 28 days probably behind his best pace.
Well, he's second in the majors behind Anderson's 30 with 28 homers. And 65 home runs the last 162 games. This, too, is gone.
And I tell you what, the fans are starting to get into it now.
Well, how can you not? 6'5", 250, first round pick of the A's in 84. Came up in 87 when immediately hit 49 home runs and was Rookie of the Year. At 42 in 1992, despite missing 20 games.
Oh, it's a moonshot. There's a plane up there. Gone.
One out left, and he's hit 9 out of the yard. And he fouls it back. Standing ovation for the 9 home runs for Mark McGwire.
Well, Mark McGwire got in the groove, and actually 3 or 4 of them look like carbon copies of the other ones. And here's one that he hits into the upper deck, but he hit about 3 up there, and they all look very similar. As Chris said, one guy may have gotten 2 or 3 balls up there. I mean, these are just tremendous shots. And the point is, he hits that one good, and it goes in the upper deck. The ones he just hits mediocre, they go into the second deck. So, I mean, look at that. He even finishes nice on that one.
Joe, he's hit 15 home runs today. If you add them all up, he's hit them for over a mile in just one afternoon's work. Let's go down to Buck Martinez. Buck?
Well, Mark, you said that fatigue might be a factor. It looked like you were getting tired in that round with hitting 9 home runs.
Well, I thought you only got 5 outs. That's why I started walking away. So it was sort of nice to say you got 5 more. So I got in a little groove right there. Again, I had to get used to another pitcher, but he threw it nice, and I got a hold of a couple.
Will you request Dave Cash for the next round?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to have him next round. All right, back home in Oakland want me to win it.
All right, let's go back to Chris Berman.
All right, Buck, thank you, brother. Used to be, well, it's the Bay Area battle on the line. Barry Bonds has his work cut out for him. We'll be back. Mark McGwire certainly started off round number 2 with a major league bang. 9 home runs. Many of the Olympian or Stargellian or Luzinskian or Schmidtian variety.
I like that.
Right? You'll have more baseball telecasts at home than ever before when you purchase Major League Baseball Extra Innings, featuring hundreds of telecasts from outside your local area. Call DirecTV or Prime Star to subscribe to Major League Baseball Extra Innings. Well, one of the guys you want to see is this man, 3-time MVP Barry Bonds.
Yeah, some real stuff.
They were playing I Left My Heart in San Francisco, something slow. He says, a little more up-tempo here. I'm ready to do
like
something.
That. See, when you're big, you can control the music. And I do want to say, Joe, that I get the Candlestick or Oakland. They do let me pick the music out there.
There's James Bond music for him now.
Mission Impossible trying to catch Mark McGwire. But Barry's the man for the job. He won his 3 MVPs in 4 years. It put him in rather select company. Everybody knows that. Only 3-time MVP winners. Barry Bonds, Joe DiMaggio, Jimmy Fox, as this one is powder to right field. Back. Gone. Bonds, Jimmy Fox, Joe DiMaggio, Stan Musial, Campy, Yogi, Mickey Mantle, Mike Schmidt. I mean,
you're right.
There you go.
No one's ever won 4, though, and he still has an opportunity.
He almost did.
Yeah,
Pendleton
you're right.
won in 91.
Yeah, and a lot of people felt he should have won that year as well.
Rip to right. Just foul. Barry with 23 home runs at the break. And has gone like weeks without hitting one, too, in that 23. Back. Oh, that was tattooed. Rip, watch out. Oh, man. I hope nobody gets hurt on those. Had a long home run by Bonds, by the way, 451 feet. So that's in the McGwire territory.
Tell you what, Dave Cash was the second baseman, and he couldn't throw that hard from second, but he's getting it up there in a hurry.
So is Barry. Back. Gone. Home run number 3 for Bonds.
I think he got 3 more. He got 7, I think. 6 or 7.
To right field. Back. Gone. Four for Bonds.
Hey, these guys are getting loose now.
He's looked good both plate appearances, Joe. This looks good. That gets out in a hurry. That'll make you grow sideburns. He's taking some pitches. Still 3 outs to go.
Got 3 left.
I looked inside. Listen to me critique the pitchers. Looked a little bit inside, Joe.
Yeah, but a lot of times a good left-handed hitter can get that ball fair right down the line, and obviously that's the shortest distance in the ballpark.
Did he get under it a little much, or does it get out? Back to right center, back. Oh, he got under it all right. Home run number 6. Jay had 6 the first round, but boy, these guys are setting a target. McGwire with 9, Bonds already with 6, Joe.
Well, they got over the nervousness, they said, of that first round.
Bay Area with 15 home runs here. These 2 plate appearances. This one is ripped to right. Back. Gone.
Gotta go now.
See if it's sweating?
Take your time.
7 home runs and
Look like it sweats.
It's real hot out here.
American League sluggers looking on, saying, "Boy, we've heard about this guy over in this other league." 8 outs. So he's got 1 more out to go.
Well, I think he is getting a little tired. He's trying to pump himself up there. I think he's hit enough. He better try to save some of this for the finals.
Oh, this is way up and gone. Home run number 8. Well, I said he was the man for the job, Joe.
You're right.
That was our second pick, right? He's now tied Mark McGwire with 9 homers.
He's doing the smart thing. He takes a pitch and swings it.
And remember, they each hit 4 the first time. So if you just between the 2 of them, they've each hit 13. Just that doesn't carry over, but among themselves. There it goes. Back. Double figures.
Unbelievable. But we've seen the guy each time get a hot the last few years.
Yeah, but never 2.
Never like,
although
you're right.
Bell and Thomas last year were, but not like this.
Not like this.
Oh, we're just brewing up. Brady Anderson and Jay Buhner going, my goodness. I got to get 9 to get in.
They're running out of balls out there.
Jay's going, what is that? Well, that will retire Barry Bonds, but I have a feeling we'll see him again in standing ovation for 10 home runs. Let's go down to Buck Martinez.
Barry, you ran out of gas a little bit at the end, huh?
I'm dying. I checked that high one because I got tired. And I wanted to try to get one more so that it put a little more pressure on the other guy. Well, I didn't have the strength anymore. I was done.
All right, let's go back to Chris Berman.
Thank you very much.
So 10 in this round, 4 before, 14 homers, and he's not done, Joe.
Well, I mean, he's got a quick bat, he's strong, and he knows he's got a compact swing. And I mean, after he got in the groove, I think that's the key. If you can get in the groove here and the batting practice pitcher throws it in the same spot, you can hit a lot in a row. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful swing right there. And he stopped over swinging. I think that was the key. He was not over swinging in that at bat.
Oh, Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire have thrown down the gauntlet to Brady Anderson and Jay Buhner. We'll be back. Bay Area 19, World nothing. As Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire have just owned the second round. And Joe made the comment, new balls, please.
Balls, Gary.
Is that what they say at Wimbledon every, 7 or 9 games? New balls, please. So now, with his work cut out for him, is Brady Anderson, who had 5 in the first round, second best, and is the major league leader at the break with 30. 30 guys with 20 home runs at the break?
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Wonderful to see someone else get to 50 this year.
I think you will. I think there will be a couple of players get to 50 possibly.
Next round is 2 guys with 5 outs.
Remember Albert Bell got to 50 last year with only 144 games. The reason I bring that up, Joe, is that only 12 guys have ever gotten to 50. It's been done more than 12 times, but just 12 guys.
12 players have done that.
5 in the National, 7 in the American.
Well, I think McGwire has a great opportunity if he can stay healthy.
Yes, no question about that. Brady trying to get into that stroke, into that line drive mode that he had in the first round. We saw in the paper today that the guys that have had 30 home runs at the break. Now, what I saw listed, of course, was from 1961 on. But of those guys, the only one to even get to 50 was Roger Maris. Anyone else who had the leading home run at the break in the 30s never got to 50. It's tough to keep up that pace. Here's one. If it stays fair, it is gone. Home number 1 for Brady. Oh, will this stay fair? Yes. Brady, as his nickname would indicate, Brady Bunch Anderson hits him in bunches. 2, 3, you're out of here.
These guys are in a groove, I'm telling you. Like I said, they got over the nervousness of the first round, and they're just letting it all hang out.
Joe, what was the longest home run you ever saw hit? The one stick out. You can chew on this. I mean, you have seen a few games.
Yes, I have seen, I've seen a few long balls. I would have to think about that.
It's all right. It's a 2-hour telecast.
All right.
We got. No, I mean, you got to think of it. You don't want to leave one out.
Yeah.
Listen to Brady. Let's go down to Buck Martinez with Jay Buhner, who has his work cut out for him. Buck?
Jay, 10 home runs. That's a pretty lofty goal for you. What about a challenge of matching that?
Well, you never know until you go up there, so we'll have to wait and see.
Any concerns about this round?
Yeah, my biggest concern is having enough energy to finish it. I'm telling you, after about 10 swings, it really starts to getting on you. So just want to go up there and pace myself a little bit more. This is the first time I've done it, so I didn't really know how to pace myself. So maybe now I got some sort of an idea. We'll see.
All right, let's go back to Chris Berman.
All right, Buck and Jay, thank you. Well, hey, Brady Anderson giving it a go here. He's got 3 outs left, but he's up to 5 home runs.
2 outs remaining, 5 home runs.
Look at Brady, send it back and gone for homer number 6. Now, believe it or not, as good as McGuire has hit it, if Brady ties him with 9, because he had more in the first round, he would go.
Oh, is that the way it goes?
Well, at least in this round.
This
We change
round,
the
okay, we
rules
changed.
every round. Well, it's a moot point, but Brady gave it a go. 6 home runs for the Major League home run leader at the break. And he certainly counted himself well. We've got some guys, he hit him in bunches, Joe. Can Jay Buhner join the party? Can he edge out Mark McGuire? Barry Bonds is going to the finals.
The Gillette Home Run Derby is presented by Gillette Sensor XL and the Gillette Series. Gillette, the best a man can get. And in part by Network MCI, how to get modern communications technology working for your business. And by Glidden, the company that makes the world a colorful place.
Welcome back to Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. Barry Bonds is moving on to the championship of the Home Run Derby with 10. Mark McGuire is in good position to move on unless Jay Buhner hits 9. Brady Anderson gave it a go, but he will alas not be in the finals. So Barry Bonds is in the finals, and we'll see him again on our next Sunday night game of the week. The Giants and Dodgers. Doesn't get much better than that in the rivalry department. Here is Jay Buhner, who led everybody in the first round with 6. And we've gone from 2001 to the Alan Parsons Project.
I mean, you're a music buff, too.
Wow, these things are dramatic, these tunes. You know I'm a music buff, Joe. Tell you what, if Jay wasn't backing down in that interview with Buck. I
No,
did
he
notice
wasn't.
that.
You're right. And
hey,
that's
you never
good.
know till you see. He's already taken a pitch.
But
2.
he did say he got tired after about 10 swings there.
He needs 9. That's what his number that he's looking for. He's still got that warm-up jacket on because it's not warm enough.
Okay, explain that to me again. If he ties Mark McGuire, he has 9, but Mark McGuire has more home runs than he had.
Well,
and he hit more of the first round.
Well, McGuire in the first round had 4. Buhner had 6.
Oh, okay.
So he had the most in the first round. So if there's any tie, he'd go.
Okay.
But he's got to hit. He's got to hit a few before we worry about it. Not exactly conducive to hitting home runs right there. So Jay's having trouble getting the ball up here. Edgar Martinez, he could break the all-time record for doubles this year.
And a lot of the American League players were saying that he may have been able to win this contest. He's one of those guys that just gets in a groove with his swing. And they say in batting practice he may hit 20 home runs out of 25 swings.
Well, he missed that one. It goes to right field. It still may go. He missed it, and it's gone.
It does help to be strong.
Yes. Barry Bonds put on a show, getting the breather in the dugout. It's hot down there, of course, on the AstroTurf. Second All-Star game in Philadelphia in 20 years. Looking forward to that game tomorrow night. One back in 1976. It's here.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I played in that one myself.
Sure you did. You know where I sat for that game, Joe?
Where?
Watch where this ball lands.
Well, if you'd have called me, I'd gotten you a better seat.
I didn't know you did.
Okay.
Between junior and senior in college, we got 700 level seats for $5. And I watched, who was it, George Foster?
Yeah.
Cincinnati teammate hit a big
run.
home run.
Yeah.
Mark Fidrich started that. He was off of Fidrich, or
Yeah.
he easily started the game?
Fidrich started the game. I think we got 4 or 5 hits off of him in the first inning. And I think George hit his home run off a reliever. I'm not sure.
Cedeno had a homer. Fred Lynn had a homer for the Americans. 7-1. McGuire and Bonds. Will it be a Bay Area battle? It's looking that way, as Buhner has just hit 2 out, and he's got only 1 out left. So the second round was not the first round for Jay Buhner. Didn't find his groove. And when we return to the championship of the Home Run Derby, it'll be San Francisco against Oakland. There's an advertisement for interleague play if I've ever heard of one. Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire. The first one to hit it over the Golden Gate Bridge wins the championship. Back at the vet, Barry Bonds was truly a giant. Mark McGuire got straight A's in round number 2, and they're moving on to the finals of our Home Run Derby. We're moving on to All-Star Celebrity Softball, coming your way at 10:25 tonight. Then SportsCenter with a little earlier tee time, 11:25 Eastern, 8:25 on the West Coast. Mark McGuire, certainly every time he steps to the plate, you're expecting tape measure, and he did not disappoint. Most of them were down the left field side, and you could see deck number 2 and deck number 3, et cetera, et cetera. His longest home run in the second round of his 9 were 450 feet. Average home run, each of them averaged over 400 feet. Mark McGuire, the man that can hit them out of anywhere. Coming up right now, the main event.
I tell you what, McGuire and Bonds, by hitting as many as they did, they put a lot of pressure on the 2 guys that follow him. If McGuire can get off to a good start, put up a number, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Bonds.
Alternate.
And that's when McGuire's coming up with an idea. He said, let's alternate.
They just get 5 outs here, Joe. You got a pick?
Yeah, I'm going to have to stick with McGuire. Well, because I think he's he's physically stronger, and both of them are tiring now.
All right, folks, enjoy this one.
They both hit 9 and 10 off of this guy.
McGuire, who hit 13 total. 4 and then 9.
You want to take him before?
Here, Barry Bonds in the background. He said, you weren't taken before. Don't start now.
Oh.
You can have it, man.
Oh, he's not on the gas. Two ground balls and a 450-foot fly ball.
No.
Did he get to it? Oh, not quite. Remember, only get 5 outs, so Mark just has 2 outs left. That home run, by the way, 448 feet. I guessed. I'm pretty good, huh?
Yeah, you are.
Sounds like a bat broke on that. It obviously did not. He's not going back for more lumber.
Well, you can see McGuire's hitting more balls to right field now. The first couple of times, everything was to center and left.
Got under this one. If this wasn't the dead center, it might go. It might go anyway. Yes. Oh, man. 2 for McGuire.
Wrong. But I tell you what, Bonds will probably, he's going to have to hit a couple more, I believe, to win this.
That's not going to get there. So Mark McGuire with 2 in the finals.
Well, this is the one that when we thought he was tired, he said, well, I'll just put a little more pressure on this one. Squeeze the bat a little tighter and let it go.
Let's go down to Buck Martinez.
Well, Mark, you run out of gas in that last round?
Yeah. You know, it's tough when you got to sit down and you've been swinging like that, and then you got to sit down and get back up again. But I had fun. It was great.
Great contest. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, well, you never know. Barry might not find the groove. Now, it's the different home runs as you described, Joe.
Yeah, but I think Barry if he gets gets one going, he might hit 3 in a row, and that might be it. But I still felt that McGuire was stronger physically and that would hold up. But 2, I don't think is going to win.
In one round of home runs, that 10 right behind McGuire and Ripken. McGuire, by the way, 6 of the 7 longest home runs hit today, which really doesn't surprise anybody.
No, Bonds had the 7th, though, right? The one that was he had second, 451.
So Barry Bonds, like Mark McGuire, will take a pitch or 2. This one is back.
One swing, one upper deck home run.
Well,
he's in it, Joe.
They found the right music for it. That'll do it.
That'll do it. Barry Bonds, without getting it out, has stroked 3 home runs, and Mark McGuire just threw the towel.
That was great.
That was great.
Beat you twice. I didn't want to rematch. I thought there's no way.
That's great.
No way. Wow.
Good job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
So the Bay Area are very proud of their players. Barry Bonds of the Giants, Mark McGuire of the A's put on a show, and the fans, I don't think, will forget it, Joe.
No, this was awesome. I mean, I'm not going to forget it, and I've seen a lot of home runs.
Love you, man. I did it. I beat the great Mark McGuire.
Let's go down to Buck Martinez.
Man. That's going to be, hey, Mom, you videotaping this? I beat Mark McGuire. That's right. Woo! Boy, that was tough.
Barry, you're running out of gas, so you decided to do it quick, huh?
Yeah, but when he only had 2, I said, I got a shot now, man. I thought New Zealand had a shot to tie, but I didn't want to go because most of the home run contests are only like 2 rounds, and you can't go against Mark McGuire twice. There's no way. If you go against him twice, you're gonna lose. And what happened was, hey, I didn't think I had a shot. I shot everything I had, because I hit more line drives, and he's so strong. But I don't know. Thank God, man.
You picked up the right bat, huh?
Yeah. Derek Bell's bat. I'm swinging that all year. Thank God, man.
All right, congratulations, Barry.
Thank you.
Let's go back up to Chris and Joe.
All right, Buck, thank you. And Joe, Barry Bonds was in the groove, was he not?
Well, I expected one of the 2 to get in the groove and win it, and Mark McGuire couldn't get in the groove. Barry Bonds, first 3 swings, and that does it.
So Barry Bonds, the winner of the 1986 Home Run Derby. The Gillette Home Run Derby, presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports television. Next, All-Star Celebrity Softball with Thorny and Susie Colbert. For Joe Morgan and Buck Martinez, I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for watching. May all your home runs be long.